Hi, this is W.A.S.P live from the Palace of the Soul, your Inner Paradise Lounge. It is February 19th, 2014, and what I'm going to share with you today is, I want to share with you this altar of, this is dedicated to Blue Lapis Tara and to the women of Afghanistan. And this is a painting that I'm working on. And these are the women in their blue burqas. And this last weekend, I had an event in honor of Adrienne Amundsen, who traveled to Afghanistan in 2010. And she felt the presence of a nascent goddess there, who she calls Blue Lapis Tara. And she wrote a book of poems about her. Her book is for sale, and all the proceeds, 100% of the proceeds, are going to Afghans for Tomorrow, an organization that is helping women and children in Afghanistan and helping to rebuild their country. So what I want to share with you is her poem. I'm going to read it to you. Blue Lapis Tara. I heard they were seeking me in the deserts, among the stones, the cold rivers. I heard they couldn't find me, for all the fierce gods roaming the roads, who blow through the desert like storm-driven winds, all cruel eyes and ravenous teeth. Dionysus, denied, becomes vicious, and the father gods, oh, they are gorged on power. But still some furrow their brows, stare through the stinging sand, faces half shielded by scarves of red and teal and green. Women have survived centuries of this. They harbor hope beneath their burqas, plans behind their veils, and they are seeking me, though they are thrown into prison for the crime of being raped, though they feed their children scraps from the streets strewn with garbage. They kindle fierce fires in deathless hearts and shine its light out into the barren land where I do still live hidden. You must know where to look. Do you see the women gathered in the great hall, a sea of bright headscarves, a music of voices, proud to be women in this city guarded by guns and dogs? Do you see the women wearing their green scarves of independence and shaking our hands with pride and solidarity? Do you hear the young girl, already a council member in her village, tell us she will one day be president? I see the red-clad girls doing their round kicks, sparring, taekwondo, team spinning and jumping, and shouting, "Hey-ya!" I am in the Olympic court where the girls practice hoops, aim for the games, their fierce young captain orchestrating her team as they show their moves to clumsy old Americans who fall back abashed by the purity of their joy. And oh, look in the dark eyes of the village girl. She holds her apple tightly, holds your gaze, mistrustful but standing her ground. She dares you to make her a symbol when she is so holy herself. Does her life hold hope or disaster? I sing through the blood in her veins. I speak in the fierceness of her eyes. I am the apple she clutches and the power in her hands. The mullah holds court down the hill in the terrace around the mosque, advises the men, but she holds her place. And there are days when I do nothing but spin round her, spinning round and round her to protect her from the havoc in this land. And I am the fire behind those eyes, holding you in their grip. I have cried so many tears as I watch this space between empires, this place made to be free, cooled by the snows of the Kush with which I ringed you, watered my rivers, where I gave you peaches and carrots, grains and greens, all you would need. I gave you carpet makers and the imagination to give the carpets flight. I gave you poets and ecstatic dancers. Now their temples stand broken on the mountaintops where winds blow cold through empty arches. I watched my land become a warfield, a charnel ground, a great pawn. I watched men in white with heads inflated call upon their God while beating my girls, my women, using my boys, madness in their eyes, and I watched as they hacked at Buddha's statues, all the holy places, and I wept, and I wept, and I wept so long, and filled the stony land with so many tears that they made rivers, deep blue rivers, flowing and branching everywhere beneath my body, this land. The tears are frozen now. They are stone. They are the lapis you mine for your jewelry. And if you hold the blue stones close, if you listen with all your heart, you will hear me, the Tara of blue lapis. You will hear me as I whisper still. Do not despair, my children. Do not despair. I am only waiting to be reborn, and you are carrying my pieces until they can again come together. And I will rise up again in the mountains above you, smiling at last to be whole in this land of snow, this land where souls once knew how to dance. And here is the book, Reclaiming the Apple, Poems from Afghanistan, by Adrienne Amundsen. And if you feel so inspired, please, I will place a listing below this where you can go and purchase it. I know it's available soon on Amazon.com, and all the money is going to Afghans for tomorrow. And on Sunday we had a beautiful circle where we had a ceremony and invoked the presence of the goddess and sent group intentions for love and healing and wholeness to the women and children and men of Afghanistan. Thank you so much. This is W.A.S.P live from the Palace of the Soul with a daily glitteration, sharing with you, if you could not be at this event, I wanted to share with you this beautiful poem and this invocation for the goddess and the women of Afghanistan. Join us in sending prayers for peace, love, and healing and wholeness to come back to their hearts, their homes, their families, their land. Thank you.